Welcome to InDaClinch with Chuck and D. I'm Chuck.
And I'm D.
Today we're going to do our top 10 ranking for heavyweights in the world for mixed martial arts. So I'll go ahead and kick it off and say number 10, I got Pat H.D. Barry.
He's a friend of the show, and I'm going to go out there too, and I'm going to put Pat Barry at my number 10 as well. And I think Chuck looked at my paper before.
Whatever, man, whatever.
I had Pat at 10 when you had Roy Nelson at 10.
That show was never aired.
All right, so, well, it's good. Okay. It's all good.
Here's the thing. Pat Barry doesn't break his hand, doesn't break his foot. He beats Crow Cop, in my opinion, and would probably be ranked a lot higher than I have him at 10. All right, number 9.
Well, I have my number 9 at Crow Cop.
I don't even have Crow Cop in the top 10. I got Big Nog. Why would you put Crow Cop there?
Well, and I'm going to critique one of yours later, but I put Crow Cop because I think Crow Cop is reemerged. I mean, he's won his last 2 fights? Last 2? And
wouldn't have beat Pat if Pat didn't break his hand and his foot.
That goes back to
Have you ever broken a hand?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever broken your foot?
Yes, I have.
Okay, how effective were you?
It's a woulda, shoulda, coulda type thing. I mean, yeah, dude, that's the fight game. That shit happens.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I like Pat Barry. It's
get Crow Cop a title shot.
But I put Crow Cop at number 9.
Okay, good stuff.
All right.
8.
My 8 is Fabricio Verdum.
I'm not going to argue with you on that. I don't think Verdum is going to win a rematch in that fight because I know he wants Fedor again. And, seeing the fight, I think Fedor was more pissed than anything, and he knew he wasn't going to get out, so he went ahead and tapped. I don't have Verdum on my list. At number 8, I went with Fedor.
But okay, go back to your number 9. Who was your number 9?
My number 9 is Big Nog.
Why now? Okay, because I don't have Big Nog on my list. So what made you put him on your list?
Big Nog is a monster.
Okay, and then he is, and he still has good jiu-jitsu. But my thing is, do you think that he's still
I think Big Nog can beat Fabricio Verdum.
That's a
better striking, same jiu-jitsu.
Well, I mean, they fight out of the same camp.
Anyways,
all right.
Then
my 8 is Fabricio, but yours is Fedor, and I'll give you that. I'll accept that. I mean, that's why I have Fedor at my number 7 because I agree that maybe Verdum will beat him in the rematch, but he did beat Fedor. That goes back to the puncher's chance. It's a fighting chance. He has a fighting chance.
He didn't. There wasn't a puncher's chance. It was an armbar / triangle chance.
It's the fighter's chance. I mean,
after he got put on his ass by Fedor. Anyway, let's go. Number 7, I got Randy Couture, Captain America, and in any division, whether it's light, heavyweight, the dude's gonna put together a battle plan that'll keep him in the game. Randy Couture, number 7.
I don't even have Couture on my list, and.
Randy?
I'm gonna say this. Maybe I could have squeezed Randy in there somewhere, like maybe 9 or 10, but I'm gonna stick with what I got. I don't see Randy competing for the belt again.
Maybe not, but are you saying Fedor can beat Randy?
Yes. Yes, and until a fight happens, fuck it. Yes.
Number 6, I got Frank Mir.
My number 6 is Mir as well.
If Frank Mir had stuck to a game plan and not tried to slug it out with Shane Carwin.
My thing is, too, if Frank Mir hadn't got as cocky as he's gotten about he's obsessed with beating Brock Lesnar. Look, you have to sound mind.
He does have a win against Brock.
He does, but dude, you have to have a sound mind when you go into these fights. I don't think when you think like dark thoughts, that's when bad shit happens. And his bad shit was he got fucking put on his ass.
Right. Number 5, I got Alistair Overeem.
I got Carwin. And hey, the frown face facial expression says it all. Fuck you. Brock beat his ass.
I don't know if he beat his ass.
Okay. I'm sorry.
He surprised him with some jiu-jitsu.
I'm sorry. He didn't beat his ass, but the guy had never been out of the first round. I think it's one of those instances where somebody fights. He gets a good win. He gets a good win over Gonzaga, and he got a good win over over
Frank
Mir. But the thing is, Brock had a game plan going into that fight. My thing is, and he couldn't make it out of the second round. So therefore, yes, he's at 5. At least he's in my top 5.
Okay, I got Alistair Overeem.
And that's to me, I think you're ranking Alistair too low. Dude, Alistair's the champion in the Strike Force. So that
I have Alistair Overeem at 5, and you have him at what?
I have him at 4.
Wow, too low. I missed it by 1. I'm sorry. I'm not quite the expert you are.
And I can 3 or 4 is where I could put Alistair at.
I got Junior Dos Santos at number 4.
I got Cain Velasquez at number. I'm sorry. I got Alistair at number 4, and then I got Cain at number 3. And I think that those can flip flop. I think Cain can move up or down depending upon this fight. Well, of course, he would move up and down depending on his up and coming fight. I just don't think he has a chance in hell.
It's not even worth talking about. As a matter of fact, when we do the show, I don't even want to talk about Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar because it's a pointless fight to me.
Why is it a pointless
fight? Brock Lesnar,
it's a fighter's chance. Everybody has a fighter's chance.
No, not in this case. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here. He's going to try and pepper Brock with that punch, and Brock is going to eat his lunch. That's it. He's going to pepper him with the punch, and Brock is going to eat his lunch. That's all there is to it. I don't even like Brock Lesnar. Okay, the guy's not a mixed martial artist, but he's way too big for Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez needs to lose weight, go fight at 205. Or they need to make a real light heavyweight division that's bigger than 205 because these dudes don't even stand a chance. There's no chance in hell that Dos Santos, Cain Velasquez, none of these guys are going to beat Brock Lesnar, all right? Brock is too big. But let's go. Okay. Number 3, I got Velasquez.
That's what I have Velasquez. Okay, I have
Velasquez number 3. Number 2, I have Shane Carwin.
I have Junior Dos Santos.
Shane Carwin would kill Junior Dos Santos. Wrestling. Put him on his back. He can't. Look, Carwin is built just like Brock. He's too damn big. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a big difference in Junior Dos Santos punching power. Yeah, you can knock out chumps. You can knock out all these chumps in the heavyweight division, but you ain't going to knock out a Shane Carwin, Brock Lesnar when you're the size of Junior Dos Santos. He's 6'4". Before you start looking it up, he's 6'4", but he weighs all of 230. Big difference in punching power.
Dude,
you see the head on Shane Carwin, you see the head on Brock Lesnar, that dude is not going to hurt these guys.
That's true, but my thing is,
he's going to be lucky if he gets out of the fight with Roy Big Country Nelson.
You really think that Big Country's gonna beat Junior Dos Santos?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Because let me tell you something. If Roy puts Junior Dos Santos down, it's going to take a Brock Lesnar to bench press a fucking Roy Big Country Nelson off of you. He's gonna put his belly button in his nose and suffocate the shit out of that dude. Number 1.
I think Junior Dos Santos has a shot.
I don't.
I do.
Number 1, Brock Lesnar, hands down.
Yeah.
As much as we don't like Brock Lesnar.
No, you don't like him.
You don't like him either.
I don't. I mean, to me, I'm this fight game.
Big is not an ability. It's just an advantage.
He's growing, man. I mean, you got to give him. I'm not totally watching.
I mean, the fact that he pulled off some Brazilian jiu-jitsu and choked a man out, that shit is impressive to me. And I'm gonna tell you something else. If this man ever tries to put somebody in an arm bar, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. If this dude gets your arm, it's a wrap. He's gonna tear it off and eat it. But, I mean, at least we both agree on Brock Lesnar being number 1. So, there it is. There's our top 10 ranking, mine versus his. Agree or disagree, post your comments. Until next week, I'm Chuck.
And I'm D.
And you were in the clinch.
Fucking idiot.